Good morning, everyone. Hope I'm being heard and seen on a minute early. Welcome to Presence of Light with Charlie Riverman. Somebody is appearing. That's wonderful. Thank you. Hopefully I can get all of this regulated. Trying a new way of doing things so that I may be able to see some of your comments, which doesn't seem to be working at this point. That's okay. We'll continue. Okay, good morning. Okay, there we go. Michelle. Blessings to each of you. Today's topic, Lisa, welcome. Today's topic was called Starshine. And it's funny how when I begin, I'm going to shut this off. That's annoying me. Not working. There's a lag between my iPad and my computer. So we try different technologies to see if I can tune in better to each of you. Some work, some don't. Anyway, Starshine. Starshine is a word that appeared for me this morning, and I wasn't really expecting it. However, what happened was I pulled a card, a galactic card called Shining Star, and it started my mind rolling of how we are now moving beyond what we think we are and into newness. So the little quote at the top of my, on the right-hand side there, the page there, it says, "I see my life as an unfolding set of opportunities to awaken." And that was by Ram Dass. And as I tapped into that Shining Star card and then started looking and finding quotes to encourage me in what to speak today, I realized that we've really entered a new era of becoming shining stars, each one of us. I don't think it was any of our intentions to be shining stars, because most of us believe we're just humans and we're just here on the earth, and well, that's all there is. And as many of you listen to me, you realize that I don't see things as that's all there is. I have greater vision. I died and returned. I've been to the light, bringing back peace, light, and love, and honoring that in my service to both humanity and all life forms. So our opportunities to really shine is really being quantified right now. Michelle, good morning. Starshine, yes, tune right in on time. Raising my frequency for the day. Well, we are the stars. We are the ones we've been waiting for. It reminded me of a song from Hair. There was, and I looked it up, and I want to read the lines to this. It was a very simple song. It was in the play and movie Hair in 1969, and that's almost 60 years ago. 60 years ago, there was these words being put out into the mindset of humanity. Good morning. I won't sing it because my voice is not great, but the words were, "Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello. You twinkle above us, we twinkle below. Good morning, starshine. You lead us along, my love and me, as we sing our early morning singing song." Here we are. For me in New York, Maine, it's morning, not early. And This is what we do. We have a song to sing. Each one of us, as these beautiful stars that we are, these beautiful beings of light, have a song to sing. And it comes from our hearts. And the energies right now that we've just been through, the full moon, the 11:11, the 11:22:11 stargates, all of these are really talking to us, speaking to us, calling us out to shine, to really turn on this starlight that we are and spread it in the world. Now, many may think you have to do it, on YouTube or here on Humanity Healing or have some. You don't have to. It's simple. It's just doing it in your local environment with your family and friends. Yesterday here in the United States, we celebrated a day called Thanksgiving. And so we surround ourselves, hopefully most of you, with family and can have a pleasant day. Sometimes it's not so pleasant because of differences of opinion. And yet it's important that each person be heard, because otherwise we just tend to think that my way is the only way. And so each of us have this opportunity to speak, to shine, and to express ourselves. We don't have to like what's being expressed, but we do need to come from that place within us that represents the light in us. And so the Shining Star card reads as follows. As a spiritual being, I know my light shines brighter than any star in the universe. As I look up at the stars, I see all the magnificence of the universe. I see great potential in each and every human being. A door is open for celestial guidance, growth, and inspiration. God's love is always with me, and I am never alone. Important message. I am never alone. And yet when we speak in groups sometimes and there's interference or people who disagree, it makes us feel alone. It makes us shrink our light down and say, I don't want to do this. But it's important right now for us to shine our light, for us to speak from our hearts, and for us to be an influence, a positive influence on everybody around us. If we find ourselves in groups or things where that's impossible, don't give up. Know that there's another opportunity coming for you to express it if you honor that part of you within yourself. And begin to see things in a new way, not the old way of I'm defeated, I'm not being heard, I'm not being seen, but in the new way of looking and saying, I see myself, I hear myself, I express myself. As we do that, as we adopt that sort of philosophy about ourselves, it's important to remember that when we express love and kindness and compassion, people do hear us. They may not want to accept it because they're suffering, but it's not our job to fix or to judge, but it's to express. Each one of us expressing from the heart, being seen, being heard. Oh, let's see. Teresa says, so many sharing, shining stars and young people here in England sadly killing each other on the streets of London. Please pray for their peace, see the light so that it calms down. The pain these mothers feel is like no other. And I can't imagine what that feels like. And I do send my peace, my light, my love, and I encourage each of you to let your love shine to all who are suffering. It's, not just specific groups, but all suffering around the world. This is the greater compassion that each one of us hold in our hearts, that you can't buy it in the store. You can't pick it up at the supermarket. It's within us. It's our light. It's our starshine. We are the stars. We have just as much power as the stars. A quantum physicist quoted, I will quote him, it says, "The new way of seeing things will involve an imaginative leap that will astonish us." And this is what it is about. It's a new way of seeing things. It's new light. That new light isn't coming from outside of us. That new light is coming from within us. We're going to see the light within us. And as we practice kindness and compassion, love, and express that, we'll start to see it more clearly, and it will reflect back within us. As I said before, in one of my talks, it's not outside of us. All of the change we seek is not outside of us. The change is totally within us. And I wrote this thing, this quote, this message. I don't know what to call them when I write these things, in response to somebody this morning who sent me a video of a person playing flute. And it was just this peaceful, peaceful passage of flute music. An indigenous American who was playing the flute. And that was the first thing I saw when I, got on social media this morning. And these are the words I wrote that came through me. "We came to the fork in the road and made our choice. We have come around the rock to the other side. We are now writing the new notes that the flute player will send to our children." And as I wrote those words, I was remembering the drawing of the Hopi Indians on the rock, where man evolves and there's a split in the road, and some people go one way and some people go the other way. And that was where it came from. This message came through me from the ancestors. And if you go around the rock, the path goes around, but it doesn't lead. It's like ends. There's no answer. The answer is us, right here, right now. We are the ones who have chosen to be here during this time, to make that decision to come back into unity with our hearts and move around the other side of the rock, rather than taking the road of industry and society and all of these things and just keep building destructive behaviors. Each one of you are a shining star. Each one of you are starshine. With that, I then went to my favorite deck, the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. And I'll see if when we get for comments here, I'm trying to tap into each of you a little bit more, because I feel that just my talking, sometimes you inspire me and will engage me into taking a different path. So as the starshine I am, honor shine, yes. Michelle, I will honor my shine. I see me, I express, I am true love, I am love, I matter. Beautiful. That's a beautiful affirmation. We do matter. each one of us are very important. Where, the world would like to diminish us to being nothing. And that way it's like a little board game. They can move the little checkers and around the board and do what they want with them. That's not in alignment with our sovereignty. And this is what we're learning as these beautiful beings of light that we are, is to stand in that sovereignty, shine that light, and not go into fear anymore. Are the stars afraid of the darkness? No, the stars dispel the darkness. When you look at the sky at night, last night was full moon, wherever you were. So, look how brilliant it was. It was like daylight out. I mean, you walk outside in the full moon and you can literally see so much. Yeah, there's shadows, but there's light enough to see. And that's all we need to do as the Starshine, is provide enough light for other people to see that they're not living in darkness. And that's just a reflection of our star, the sun, Solaris, blazing onto the moon, and reflection. That's just a mirror reflection, that light of the full moon. You and I are source light, like the sun. We are the stars. The sun is a star. We carry those codes, those powers. And we always have. It's just that we've been made to believe that we didn't. We bought the ideology over thousands of years, and we diminished ourselves and shut ourselves down and became enslaved to others who, for no other reason of just being over exuberant in their own expression and being maligned through their ego thinking, that we've come to this place in the history of humanity. We've gone around the rock. It's time for a change. We need to evolve. And let's see, what do we got? We do have some beautiful, beautiful talking here. So we do have to make a conscious effort to not respond negatively anymore. Be kind, even if you don't agree. It's okay to not agree. It's okay, but it's not okay to force your disagreement on somebody else any more than it is for them to force it on you. So when we engage in that, all we're doing is playing this game of you hit me, I'll hit you. It's childish. Let's grow up. Let's move beyond that emotional disengagement, because that's what we're doing. We're disengaging. We're walling off, and so shine your light. Best thing you can do when it gets out of control is peacefully just calm down. Don't engage. Walk away. Because to argue and to continue that frustration serves no one. It doesn't serve the other person. It doesn't serve you. Makes nobody right. But you express your opinion without fear. Spread your light without fear, and then move on. Every time we add a little piece of light to this world, we've changed it for the good. Live for peace. Children of God. Yes, think we are back. Get knocked down and I get back up. Yeah, I think there's a song like that, Lisa. I won't remember the words, but that's okay. We do get knocked down. We do get frustrated. We do run out of sometimes compassion for ourselves. There's a message this game. How compassionate are you to yourself? We tend to think that, oh, well, I'm this beautiful starshine, so I should just be able to overrule everything with my life and not feel anything and just shine. It doesn't work like that. We are beautiful beings of light in a human body. So we're still incarnate in this world. We're still here to express and to learn, all of which the third dimension and the fourth density have to offer us. But we're moving out of that. We've gone around the corner. We're moving out of that. We're moving into the fifth dimension and the sixth density, the seventh dimension and the eighth density. We're moving. We're moving beyond, because we can no longer stay in this cycle. The cycle has moved. In 60 years of that song, Starshine, coming out, look what has changed in the world. We can look at it in the negative sense. Oh, we've gone right down the tubes. Yet some of us are still here singing that song. They didn't overcome us. I said yesterday, I remember sitting in circles 60 years ago, singing We Shall Overcome. For civil rights in America. Have we achieved it yet? No. But it's better. And that's what's important, is to remember that our lifetimes are part of a larger cycle, which doesn't diminish us in any way, shape, or form. It actually empowers us to stand up and be seen, to be heard, even more so, because we just have this tiny space of time to do it in. This thing we call a lifetime, 80 years, or for some 20 years, it doesn't matter. What are we going to do in this space, in this physical body? How are we going to step up and shift the world so that it is more socially viable, more amenable to human caring and concern? We're all brothers and sisters. We're all one family. Unity did not exist except in the mind. That's where the separation is. Okay, so let's see. Anything to the side here? We deterred from our paths, but such an amazing experience. Yes, it is an experience. It is an experience, and the experience is part of the greater learning pattern. And many of us return lifetime after lifetime and find something we didn't see in the last lifetime, or experience something. And so it's who we are as these much larger shining stars, if you will. Think of yourself as a shining star. How does that make you feel? I pulled a Kuan Yin card. I love these Kuan Yin oracle cards, and it's probably backwards, but it says, reveal the peacock beauty. And I just randomly picked these because I know my guides will give me whatever it is I'm to bring forth to others. Peacock beauty. Peacock, there is a constellation, the Peacock constellation, speaking of stars. But the peacock beauty is, and I want to read this to you. It's the first part, which is, in these cards, it's the most important, and it moves into explaining that. So I want to read this to you. The beauty of the peacock is breathtaking, with stunning lush color unfolding in graceful and proud display. You too are a great beauty, beloved. Within you resides a glorious divine being of light, beautiful light, with an ability to create as your divine birthright. The peacock beauty speaks to you of your creative energies rising to sublime, inspired new levels as you are accessing the power of your throat chakra for higher creation. Your intentions, decisions, and particularly your words are becoming more powerful. Enjoy the wise use of this growing creative potency to express the beauty within you, asking for divine blessing on all your plans, projects, and words. So here we are. This card talks about expressing ourselves, how we express ourselves with from thought, from light to thought to word. Amazing process. Most of us don't think of us in these beautiful realms of who we are. And yet, when we tap into that inner light, that inner tube of beingness that connects us, grounds us to the heart of Mother Earth, and then reaches up to the highest source of our imagination, to the light, to God, to whatever you believe. When we live in that, everything changes. But we need to express that. And we express that through our throat chakra. Your words are as important as your actions. And so, in sitting with an activist yesterday, who's out there, feet on the ground, speaking, talking, doing her work, I don't so much. I sit back, I'm on here, I support others who do that. But the message was clear. Let's speak. Let's create with our words. This is our creative power. Take that beautiful mind of yours. Create words of beauty. Create words of encouragement. Create words of compassion. Create words of kindness. Create words of action, of wisdom. Each one of you has such great wisdom. When I read all of what you write, when I see you on social media and I, tap into all that you are, it's amazing. I'm humbled by all of you because I'm just like you. I wake up in the morning and the thoughts come. The only difference is I'm more attuned to speaking them. I'm more attuned to sharing them with others. I'm less fearful. So it's about, in order for the peacock to reveal her beauty, she has to spread, the peacock has to spread its beautiful colors. And this is what we're to do, is to share our colors, share our words. This is the color. We color life with our words. It's an art. Each one of you have that art form within you. And right now you're being called to express in words with others. Speak up. Stand up. Doesn't mean to argue. Not about fighting. When it gets to that level, just back away. Because what you've done when you start to get that argument is you have made somebody look at what they think and believe and want to fight you for it. Because somewhere inside of them, there is an insecurity. There is a small child, a very small, hurt child. That the only way that they can have their way is to throw a temper tantrum. That's all they're doing. And we don't have to stand for that. We walk away, let them have their temper tantrum. It's their choice. But get out there and express from your heart. And then find people who also express from their heart. And they will confirm in you what it is you have to say and what you have to offer. And so I just want to finish this little chat this morning with you. Hungry to share love. Yes, Michael, share the love. Love is the answer to everything. Yes. Thank you, Malcolm, for being here. Thank you all for being here and listening this morning, because it isn't about me. I'm just a messenger, as you are. And I've been given this beautiful opportunity by Humanity Healing to share with each of you and encourage each of you to be the starshine that you are. Because that's how I see you. I see you all as individual stars in the sky. Some brighter than others, some closer than others. But each one of you make up that beautiful light that shines through the darkness. And it's my purpose to encourage you to step into that and become brighter, become more glorious. And I'll read the prayer to the peacock beauty from the Kuan Yin Oracle in closing. Beloved Kuan Yin, bless me with the grace to surrender into the beauty of my own soul, to recognize my creativity in flow now, to make the creations of my soul my highest priority, that I may live with abundance, peace, and happiness. Help me, beloved beauty, to recognize my own beauty as magnificent and colorful as the stunning peacock. May my creations be as lovely. Om Mani Padme Hum. Bless you all this week. Get out there and share your light, share your love. Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Find the light that attracts you, move towards it, and know that each one of us doing that will bring a greater change to the world than has ever happened before, because right now all of the stars in the universe are supporting us and asking us to do this. Last phrase is, don't give up, but do let go. Allow the beauty within to find its expression now, beloved. It is time for your inner beauty to shine. And that was also from the Kuan Yin Oracle. I love you. I thank you. I respect you. I am you. Till next week, keep smiling, keep shining, keep your faith in yourself, and speak out a little more. Speak about the beauty in your life, the love in your life, the light in your life. And know that I support you 110%. Bye-bye. Have a great week.